the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Blue Devils will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So North Carolina's offense will get the first crack at it here. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Quickly out to the tight end.
Gotta get that water in there. Smart.
The big hit stick with him too. And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught near the sticks. It's Farrell. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So Duke's offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not...
Why you telling her to hush, man? She's not even doing nothing.
Talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to around him play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
To the ground with the back. Runs through a tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it from the gun. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
I don't know about that.
Give to the running back. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Duke. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch.
Did you get this? Did you get everything you needed outside of that first shot?
Outside of the what?
The first.
What first?
The first that you said you forgot at first.
Oh,
Nice
I didn't
job
have
executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to
first
that
side of it.
return at the 22. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Oh, my bad.
You good?
Okay, I won't.
Nah, you good.
Do over here. That's fine.
Yeah, that should be fine.
We're gonna get that 10 minutes.
Scanning the field, it's Baker. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Tar Heels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's a what?
Went to the
Yeah.
running game on first down. Now here they come again. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, better look out. Past the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he drops the football.
What, is that late or something?
Down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive.
Yeah. Let me knock this out and then I'm gonna hop in the shower. Yeah, and I'll be ready.
To the back on the screen. That'll be a gain of about 7.
They opened it for a good time today, though, right?
The Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now
he's got it. First down and more. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Tar Heels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Bears the pressure. Touchdown, North Carolina! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7.
What? Sheets?
Complete to start this drive.
Right.
They stop him almost immediately. Short
That's
gain there.
OD.
Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Now,
Yeah.
you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so
Wide open spaces. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Just keeps slinging it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I'm about to look.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I'll tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage. And I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Back to pass, it's Baker. He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Good gain on the return, and
That soaking stuff?
has set them up
Yeah, I
with a big
seen
play.
that.
That's one of those throws. He tried to give it
All
some
right.
touch, and as soon
Well,
as it left
yeah,
his
I'll
hand,
use yours,
He
yeah.
was thinking, no, please bring it back. Bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
He's got it on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's just inexcusable if you're on defense there, man. It's third and long. You've worked so hard to get to that point, right? To put yourself in position to come off the field, and you're going to allow...
How is he blowing that up? What the...
Yo. And that's going to drive this defensive coordinator crazy.
The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, trying to pick
that's
up
not what you put on this morning or yesterday.
My face.
It's something you put on yesterday. That's not good.
It's probably that.
More yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to the playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive line? The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Under fire. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds him out of the backfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense.
Oh, yeah, I did.
The chains on 4th down.
And you got good hand right.
Running back searching for a hole. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Your mom.
Trying to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside zone 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To throw, it's Baker. Got his man on the right. Lowers those pads. Breaks into the open. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Tar Heels headed quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Complete with conviction on the crossover. They bring him down with the big play. Will move the sticks. And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10.
I'm not surprised, though. He should be fine.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, I mean, they
Trying
went.
to make up for some of that lost ground on
I think
2nd
what you
down.
have is straight. You should be straight. I'm not too good.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got a man, it's Farrell. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Tar Heels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fence. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The give to the tailback. Powers through the defender. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
On 3rd and long,
Man, but at the same time, this is Detroit, though. And there's no way.
He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on.
Man, look at this. But look at when I was
on 4th down. They'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half.
Man, the stuff I see people having on, you know, you should be straight.
It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Maybe they're not open. It is only
what? They can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Blue Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking to fire. He's got him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan. I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle mistakes.
Hold on.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Blue Devils decide to put it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Hold and finds his man on the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there.
Even if he's walking, I'm not too worried. It's a Lions game.
And it's another 1st and 10 play. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Nice.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counter approach? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Baker. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now...
But that's a place that's probably always going
and the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll leave it with him. Still on his feet at the 45. Turns on the Jets. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Duke.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Sorry.
To the air on second down. Finds his tight end.
This?
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll send the tight end in motion. Rides the back on the option to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Baker. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can become that.
How's he making these passes?
And they got it, and the foot down for the first down. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. They pick up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the yards with their football? Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the tight end.
Thank you.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And he was hit.
It's a 3-man rush. Why are niggas getting
to the ground, incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Yo, this is mad wild, dude.
Looks as if he had an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Baker.
How, bro? How?
That'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll give it to the back. Inside the 25. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go.
Holding.
Quarterback on the move.
What?
Headed to the end zone.
What?
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And this is a significant moment for this offense. Down 8, 1st and goal, needing a touchdown and a 2 to tie. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown.
Bro.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
6.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He leaves it with his back. Works ahead for a couple and stop him at the 27.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's McLaurin. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more
after this game, I'm showing something.
Even if they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Complete out of the backfield. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
2nd down, he'll throw it. Using the quick game. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards.
Turning it on! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Blue Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They'll go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No
they
gain
not
on that
the
play. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's caught. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Back to throw, it's Baker. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback.
Well, that's why it's called the all black.
Break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Tight end now in motion. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. This offense has it with really good field position. Smart move to keep it on the ground. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The run from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The RPO fired complete to the left. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this thing.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they didn't. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
These longer boots look better than yours. That looks a bit better.
Alright.
These boots are better.
Hopefully, yeah.